Come along with me, friends, as I do a power hour. I have several things on my list that I want to get done, and I'm going to bring you along with me. It is now 1:45, and so hopefully by 2:45 I will have everything on my list done. So let's get started. So the first thing on my list is cleaning my stovetop. And guys, it is an absolute mess. This is actually quite embarrassing. Yeah, look at this gross. It is so gross. This is basically just some liquid that got spilled over and it didn't get wiped up right away. And so it turned brown. It shouldn't be too hard to get cleaned off. But I have men that cook, and that's this, they fry eggs every morning in this skillet, and they don't wipe anything up. Especially my son. He is horrible. So I'm just going to take everything off of this stovetop and get this thing scrubbed. So much better. That was gross. I don't know why I let it get that bad. Part of it's because I don't cook every night, and so if I don't cook for a couple of nights and the stove doesn't get wiped down, I try to tell my kids that it's part of doing the dishes to wipe down the stove, and they don't do it. Next on my list is to wipe down the kitchen counters. This means I take everything off the counters, wipe them down, put everything back. So other than there's still dishes in the sink, but that wasn't on my list, I got all the counters cleaned off, the stovetop cleaned off, and my candle's dying. Ah! I just lit it and it's dying. I'm gonna have to get a different candle. So let me go do that. Let me get a different candle, and then I'll call the countertops done. And then I have to work on the last thing on my list is to sweep and mop. And I have just about a half an hour left to get that done. This is the candle that just burned out. It's called Woodland Sage. It's really, really good. Got it from Walmart. And so this will be the new one I start. the pumpkin spice. So let's get this one lit. This is what happens when you have 3 dogs and 2 people with really long hair that lives in your house. Look at that. Fur ball. Alright, I got everything on my list done and I have about 15 minutes to spare. So that's really good. I got my to-do list done for today. In my Swiffer wet jet, a friend of mine, Kim from Schnauzer Mom, if you haven't checked out her channel, you need to head over there and check her out. She told me that there's a way that you can reuse these bottles so you're not having to spend so much money on soap for these, and her little trick really works. And so this is not the same fluid that came with it originally. This is a combination of, it's a cap full of this Solumel, which I get from Melaleuca, and then the rest of it is water. This is a concentrate and it smells great. It smells like lemons and it makes the house smell really good. So that's what's in my wet jet. Whew, I am sweating. I was working hard to get that stuff done in an hour, and I have a few minutes to spare, which is really nice. Thanks so much for coming along with me as I did this Power Hour Clean With Me video. That stove especially was haunting me. It was haunting my sleep because it needed to be done a week ago. But I'm glad it's done now. Thanks so much for joining me, friends, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.